Hello and welcome to Ambition Success. My name is Imran and you are watching chapter Ways to Online, where we believe that if there is will, then there are ways to online. Today's video will be a mixture of theory and practical and will be for both one who just know the term AI agent but don't know how to create and use them, and also for them who wants to create it using Microsoft Copilot under their personal Microsoft 365 account. In in a very easy language, I will walk you through AI agents development journey using this diagram. Let me show you. Here you go. And also show you how you can set up Microsoft 365 account, how to subscribe Copilot Studio, how to avail Copilot credits, and its cost. Don't worry, it's not very costly. It will not pinch your pocket. See, I have access to Copilot Studio in my organization, but with several restrictions, and because of that, I cannot use all the features. This made me frustrated, and one day I purchased it for my own. I believe that it's worth spending some money to learn this disruptive skill in this era of AI agentic automation. So let's learn it before your colleagues and amaze your boss. For this video, I have created this agent called SkySense BLR. And here you go. Its job is very simple. It checks the current weather of Bangalore, and if rain is expected within the next 4 hours, it alerts the user. Now, before we understand how to build an AI agent, let's first understand how this agent is actually working behind the scene. So, if I type here, check sky and hit enter. So, unfortunately, it could not do that. Let me check this setting. I had done something. Yes. So the web search is disabled. So if you see here, it is disabled. So I will quickly enable this. So let's hit the enter and see. So I have passed the same prompt again. We can see what happened when we entered the prompt check sky. So when we gave this prompt check sky, the agent performed several actions automatically. For example, it understood the request. Okay, it created its own query. As we can see, this is the query which this agent has created. It selected the right resources. It chose where to get the information from. Notice something important over here is that we never told the agent which website or source to use. The agent decided that by itself. Okay. Fourth, it analyzed the forecast. It checked the current weather and looked at the next 4 hour forecast to see whether rain is expected. And it generated the full response. It created the output for the user, whether rain is expected or not, whether an alert should be sent, and, and even the format in which the report should be shown. So this is how it has worked. Now, from this, we can create a definition of AI agent, and that is an AI agent is like a smart digital worker that can understand a situation, make decision on its own, and take the right action to achieve a specific goal. Now that we understand what an AI agent is and how SkySense BLR thinks, decides, and takes action, the next question is how do we actually build an AI agent like this? To answer that, let's walk through the complete AI agent development journey from defining the purpose, the testing, and improving the final solution. And on my screen, you can see the entire development journey. See, this is very important. If if you do not know these terms, which you can see right now on your screen, then at the time of creation in the tool, you will find so many options, so many things. Without proper understanding of those options, you will not be able to create a agent. And also, if you get instruction to create an agent, in the instruction also there may be these terms. So this is very important for you to understand also all these things. Otherwise, you will not be able to create proper agent. Okay, so we'll walk you through one by one these things, and also I will show you like how you can um, subscribe to Copilot Studio, which I have used to create this agent, and also how you can avail the Copilot credits, which is the currency that the agent uses to give you answer, right? And believe me, that's not costly and it's not very difficult to avail also. In short, it will not pinch your pocket. Okay, I will show you the billing of my Copilot Studio and all these things live. Okay, so let's start. So we will start with define purpose and scope. First, we have use case, right? So what specific problem the agent will solve? For example, here the SkySense BLR checks Bangalore weather and alert the user if rain is expected within the next 4 hours, right? Then we have need, user need. Why user need this agent and what pain point it removes? Like the user should not manually check weather again and again before travel, meeting, or outdoor work, right? This need is fulfilled by this agent, right? Then we have like expected outcome or the success criteria, how what it is, like what successful result the agent should deliver, right? For example, in this agent we have accurate weather status, timely rain alert, fully automated monitoring through Power Automate. I will connect this agent with Power Automate and will also show you how you can set up this 4-hour based trigger that will trigger this agent, and that same mechanism you can use in other use cases also, right? Another thing is constraint, and here like the limits like security, governance, tool access, cost, or system restriction. So these could be the constraints. We had seen a very good constraint. If you remember, at the beginning of this video, we had this button disabled, and because of that, when I prompted scan sky, it did not respond, right? It did not respond. Then I again enabled this, and then it was working. Like that in our organization or in many organization, there are restrictions that you can create agent, but that agent should not, you know, take data or visit any website, because in websites there are like copyrights. So organization cannot take risk of using any uh, resource which is available publicly without taking their permission. So that can also be a constraint. Like, okay, now let's understand about this system prompt design. Okay, and we will learn all these things. For example, goal, role, persona, instructions, and guardrail. So starting with goal. So goal is the main objective the agent is created to achieve. For example, detect possible rain in Bangalore and alert user before it happens. Second, we have role and persona. Like this role or persona is, um, you tell the agent at the time of creation that you will perform like a weather expert, or you will perform like a sales executive, or like a PhD professor. If you tell, and how you tell, like in the instruction we need to tell like you are an intelligent weather monitoring assistant, like that in the instruction section. As you can see, these are the instruction section. Then the agent follows that and it gives you response like that person or persona. So if you write like that, that has significant value. For example, if I write like that over here, that you are an weather, right? If I write like that, so I will publish. So like that you can tell, like that you can tell your agent how that agent should react. Okay. So we have completed persona. Now we have instruction. Instruction is same like what you can see right now over here. These are the instructions, like what you can see over here, right? These are the instructions, and you can read it. Like for your, to help you, I will just quickly zoom this instruction section so that you can read it. You can pause and read it. I'm not reading it. Okay, that is the instruction. Next we have guard rail. And what is that? See, here I have the hard constraints, and this is the guardrail. For example, what I have mentioned, that the agent should only read, sorry, only check weather of Bangalore. If not Bangalore, then it will tell the user that it cannot check weather other than Bangalore because of some constraints. Let's check it. So what I will tell, right? I will tell this agent to check Kolkata. Let's see what happens. I'm unable to check the weather of Kolkata due to a hard constraint. I can only provide weather update for Bengaluru. If you need the latest weather update for Bengaluru, please let me know. So this is the guardrail. You can restrict the action of your agent, and this is very helpful, okay, to stick to its core goal. Here it is the weather update for Bengaluru, right? Okay, we'll move ahead. Now we will talk about this. Choose LLM. So we will talk about this right now. Here we go. We have base model, parameters, context, window, cost, and latency. So in this section, I will talk about the cost and the cost of availing Copilot credits. So stay tuned. Okay, so we have base model. Where is the model? So in this case, we have the model over here. See, agents model. Okay, see here I have selected the base model, right? You can see these are the available models, and the output will be determined based on this model. So while creating an agent, selection of base model is also very important. For example, with this GPT 4.1, when I used, the output was like this. Okay, so this is the output. Okay, I will take a screenshot. So I will change this model to this. Okay, the latest Claude Opus. Okay, let's publish it. Let's see. So at my right, we have this previous output, and then we have changed the model to the latest Claude Opus, and see the output is changing. Can you see the difference? The moment we changed it, the output has also changed. And I will zoom this a little bit so that you can see this side by side. See? So it is also very important to, understand which model you will select, and that makes lots of changes. Okay. Next, what we have? We have parameters. Okay. So what is the parameter in the context of choosing LLM model? So the size and capacity of the model is parameter. More parameter usually means strong reasoning. And when we talk about parameter, we are talking about parameter of the LLM model we are selecting. So what we need speed and we need consistency. We don't need a very large or expensive model. Our purpose is very narrow. So we may not require very big LLM. A small thing is sufficient. So we will again restore the LLM to GPT 4.1 and we will publish. While it is publishing, I will cover the next, which is context window. It can remember previous chat or previous all the chats, but that depends on you whether you need that or not. Okay, but we understand, right? What is the context window, right? That is how much information the model can remember in one interaction. For example, if the context window is narrow, and if we ask the agent what was the weather forecast yesterday, and or if we ask like what was the alert you have sent to user yesterday, if the context is narrow, the agent may not answer that question. So that is where the context window is important. Okay, now I will talk about the way I have availed the access of Copilot Studio and also purchased Copilot Studio credit, which is needed to use Copilot Studio and create new AI agent to its maximum capacity. So go to web browser and type Copilot Studio license cost in India. If you do that, it will redirect you to this search option. From there, select this one, Microsoft link, Copilot Studio pricing, AI agent, Copilot Studio. This will open a page which will look like this. I have taken screenshot because I have created various annotation. One thing before I walk you through all this, what you need to understand is various components or websites which you need to utilize to ultimately avail Copilot Studio and its credit. So what you have to understand first is this Microsoft Copilot, which is this Microsoft 365 Copilot. You have to understand Copilot Studio. The difference between these two are these items which you can use in Copilot Studio. Obviously, knowledge is available in both the things. In both the items, you can create agent, but Copilot Studio has full capacity. Microsoft Copilot will provide you lighter capacity to create agent, and also there will be some limitation. So these are two things. Then Copilot Credit. Why Copilot Credit is important? Because of this. If you only use Microsoft 365 Copilot license, then the agent which you will create, those are internally used, but external deployment and usage of agent requires additional Copilot credits, and that is the reason you need this Copilot credit. Because uh, in organization that is fine, but like the content creators, or maybe if you want to explore how these agents can be utilized outside also, then you will obviously need Copilot credits. And to subscribe to Copilot credits, you need Azure subscription as well as the Microsoft 365 license. Microsoft 365 license is like the basic license which will provide access to Word, Excel, PowerPoint, the OneDrive, and all those things. So clear with this. Now, if you go to that website which was created here, you will find like this 4 sections. First section will provide you access to Office Suite. You will not have Copilot Studio there. I could not find that. So basically, you will have all these applications plus AI capabilities to create various things which we create using ChatGPT or Google Gemini or something like that. So I'm not taking time to explain you this. Then we have business plan. In business plan, what we have two things: Copilot Chat and Copilot Business. So the difference is that Copilot Chat is internet based knowledge it has, so it can interact. If you interact with this, it will give you information from the website. But if you add this with this price, then your work related data can also be integrated with this chat, and then you can better utilize that chat. Okay, the chat is more intelligent, grounded to your organization data also. So the second one is talking about Copilot Studio, but the use case we are discussing over here is not available with this license. Okay, I have researched also using Copilot Studio Chat. It is also saying the same. You can see at my right. Okay, so basic difference: internet chat, internet plus work related information, grounded chat. Then is enterprise. This enterprise is also same as this business, but it is available for basic Microsoft 365 enterprise licenses, which is like E3 and E5. Other than that, both are same. So our main section is this Copilot Studio plan. Okay, this plan has these 3 options. This is the first option at my left is little bit confusing to me also, but let's assume that this and this both are same. Okay, it is not talking about the Copilot credit which is needed for making the agent available externally also. For that, we have 3 options. These 2 which are pre-purchase plan, pay as you go plan, plus another one which is available if you go to the document which is available here. The same, download the license guideline. Okay, so if you click here, you will go to this website and you will find pay as you go meter, which is already over here. Then pre-purchase, which is this. Apart from that, you have this Copilot Studio license, which is like credit pack. Okay, I will quickly tell from the bottom. Pre-purchase is like you will purchase by estimating how many credits you need, and these are the breakup of those credits and the prices and all. Okay, not only purchasing these credits, but you will also need to have Copilot Studio author role, which is free, to publish the agent and use the agent to its fullest potential. Okay, the other one was the credit, this credit pack. Okay, in credit pack, what you pay $200, you will get 25,000 credits. Here also you need additionally Copilot Studio user license, which is free. Otherwise you will not be able to what should I say, you will not be able to publish the created agent. I beg your pardon, I was not I did not zoom. Maybe I hope the text is visible, but if it was not, then don't worry, because the plan which I am using is the pay as you go plan, which is this, and I have already zoomed it out so that you can read it properly. So here you need not to pay upfront. The number of credits you use, based on that you have to pay. Per credit cost $0.01. Okay, that is the cost, and it will be billed you at the end of the month based on your consumption. Apart from that, what you need is this too, Copilot Studio author role without any additional price, and I will show you how you will get it. Okay, so I will close this page, and I will also close this. Also, I will close this. So first, what you need to go to this Azure portal, and here you have to create a resource. Click subscription. Sorry, type subscription. I will zoom it a little bit so that you can see it properly. This is the subscription. Okay, you click on subscription. You will go to subscription section, and here you have to click on this add. You have to create one subscription. This subscription will have your payment option linked. Once you have created this subscription, close it. Then you have to create resource group within the subscription. So for example, here is the resource group, and this resource group, this is the resource second one I have created, and like the same, you have to click on this create, and here if you click, you will go to this page where you have to first select the previously created subscription and then give the name of the resource group which you want to create. Apart from that, these two will be used to create the billing for credit. But you remember I had mentioned that Copilot authoring license is also needed. For that, what we need to create a security group. So you type groups, you will find this, click on groups. Here you have to again click on new group, like click here, and this group creation page will come. Group name, group description, membership type. Here you have to add member. Okay, I will close this because I have already created one, and that is available over here. Okay, this one. So fourth from top, this is the one I have created. So next, what you have to do, you have to go to Power Automate. So to go to Power Automate, you have two options. Either you can click make.powerautomate.com, which is the URL of that. I think you cannot see that because it is hidden, but you can do that. Otherwise, from this breadcrumb icon, you can click on this Power Automate. If you can see this, yes, click on this Power Automate. Now, once you are inside the Power Automate, then we will have this option at your top right, the gear icon. From there, you have to click on this admin center. Okay. So if I click on admin center, I will go to admin center of Power Automate. Remember, this is different from Microsoft 365 admin. Okay, the billing I am setting up inside Microsoft Power Automate admin center. Once you are inside Power Automate admin center, we'll click the other tab because it is my system slow. Now you have to click on this licensing at the left. Yeah, I will zoom a little bit so that you can see this. Then you can see this billing plan. Click there, and can you see new billing plan? Click here, and when you click here, you will find this option as your subscription. Click here and give the name of the billing plan. You can give any name and then select the subscription. You remember I had created this inside my Azure, and then select the resource group and select the products where you want to consume the Copilot credits. You can use it in all of this. Okay, I will cancel this because I have already created. So with this, the first settings is completed. Now I need the authoring license. So for that, you have to click on this manage, and then you have to click on this tenant setting, which is at my left, and then to search using Copilot. And second last is Copilot Studio author, and here you have to select that group. In Azure portal, I had created one group and had selected the intended group. Then you are all set. Then you have to go to this portal, which is copilotstudio.microsoft.com. Then you are ready to create your. So continue this video and we'll show you how you can create an agent and use various components which we had already discussed. If this video becomes too large, then I will create this as a series and those videos will be part of it. So we have so far completed. Let me show you the items. So we have completed so far choose LLM, which is third, accept the latency. So I will quickly cover this one and then we'll end this video. And then I will tell you what will be the part of our next video. I will go back to my agent. And in the context of choosing LLM, the latency depends on the LLM model you select. For example, if you select this one, see it is already telling that let me show you one more time. So if you select this one, so it will be like quick, right? For example, this one, perform deep reasoning, structured problem solving. So it will be a little bit late. Okay, so you can try them out. You can read about these LLM models, and based on that, based on your requirement, you can select a model which will complete the task quickly, will not be late. Okay, so we have completed the third item right now. So what we will do next is these tools. Like I will add various tools. For example, I will add Power Automate with this agent, and will show you how we can trigger this agent every 4 hours, and then it will perform. So API also I will show you. For example, I will show you how you can use other services. For example, UiPath Maestro, and there how you can call this agent and perform task. And also I am not sure whether in this series I will be able to cover or not, but we can add another agent with this agent and can perform task also. And this function, for example, we have a condition, right? Like if there is a probability of rain in next 4 hours, then this or that, something like that. Then we will cover memory, orchestration, and then interface and this testing. Thank you for watching this. See you in next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Before I sign off, remember, if there is will, there are ways to online. Thank you.